Stars is sitting in the secret square, and the contestant who picks it first could win a prize package worth $2,535. Which star is it? Gene Stapleton.
Hi.
Wally Cox. Rosemary. Buddy Hackett. Shirley Jones. Tony Randall. Sandy Duncan. Charlie Weaver. For Paul Lynde, all in the Hollywood Squares. And here's the master of the Hollywood Squares, Peter Marshall.
Thank you, Dennis. A very good evening. Welcome to the Hollywood Squares. Hello, stars.
Hi there, Peter.
Good evening, everybody. Do you have your thinking cap on, Charles?
No.
What is that?
This is my old hat that I've just had blocked.
Oh, very
I
good.
put it under a truck. I wish I could have heard that.
Not really, no.
No, I guess not.
I would like you all to meet our contestants tonight. First of all, our Miss Circle is Carol Mueller. Welcome to the Hollywood Squares, Carol. Carol, incidentally, has an interesting career going. First of all, she is a housewife married to a locksmith. They have 5 sons, and there are 4 motorcycles in the family. And Carol was named Girl of the Month by Bike and Rider. Well, good for you and good for Bike and Rider. And I hope you win some cash this evening. And now our Mr. X is Steve Roland. Hiya, Steve. Welcome to the Hollywood Squares. No applause for Steve Roland. There we go. Steve is a sales representative married to a legal secretary, and they have a baby boy. I gave you a paperclip. You're a little nervous this evening, okay?
Well, I'm all right.
All righty. We'll have a commercial, then we'll play the first round of the Hollywood Squares.
Okay.
Our 2 players here is to get 3 stars in a row, either across, up, and down, or diagonally. It is up to them to figure out if the stars give me a correct answer or making one up, and that's how they get the squares. Every completed game is worth $250, and the person who wins the most cash tonight will win a brand new car. In addition, in our first 2 games, they will play for a secret square, and we have Kenny Williams to tell us about that.
Yes, and Circle starts the secret square game, which includes For Your Home, a modern Lenore house bedroom. And an assortment from Fieldcrest, great new bedspreads, gold crown automatic blankets and velvet touch blankets, light as air but warm as toast from Fieldcrest. And the new 22-volume World Book Encyclopedia, including research guide. World Book contains over 13,000 pages. And the 15-volume Childcraft books, the How and Why Library. Plus, Down's Great Demand, creative color combinations, carefree acrylic acrylic pile, moth-proof, mildew-proof, anti-allergenic, another quality carpet by Downs, and a $1,000 gift certificate from the famous Spiegel Catalog Company. Over 50,000 quality items providing value, selection, economy. Spiegel, Chicago, 60609.
Let us show the home audience the secret squares. You know, the stars are briefed before the show to help them with their bluffs. Carol, I understand you won the toss backstage. Well, a good start. See if you can capitalize on it, dear.
Charlie Weaver.
Bless you, girl.
President Nixon said recently, I saw myself wearing one in 1947, and I promised myself never again. What was he wearing?
His Navy uniform. Wrong? Underwear?
No.
Pajamas?
Could be.
I'm getting hot, huh? He said he saw himself.
He said-
Oh, I think I know.
What is it?
A hat.
A hat.
I agree.
It is a hat. He never wears one anymore. I didn't know that. What is it, Steve? Go right ahead.
Sandy Duncan.
Sandy Duncan? That's the secret square, Steve Roland. Remember, only you can win. If you're wrong, the prize will go over to our next secret square game. Sandy, it's up to you. Special envelope, a $2,500 question. Are you nervous?
Go ahead. I'm ready.
How many movies has Alfred Hitchcock made? 32, 52, or 102?
Oh, 102.
I agree.
No.
Oh.
52.
Oh, everybody hates me now.
No, they don't. You see, here's how it works. He could have disagreed, Sandy.
Oh, it's your fault.
That's right.
Basically.
He could have disagreed. Anyway, we'll add that secret square to our next game, and our secret square in the next game will be worth over $5,000, and you may have a shot at that, Steve. We'll put a circle there, and Carol, it's your turn.
Tony Randall.
For $250, is bacon more nutritional when it is crisp or when it is chewy?
The latter.
The latter, chewy.
I agree.
Although most people prefer it crisp, more nutritional, chewy. With a circle and $250. That was a quick game. We'll begin round two, and Kenny, I have a feeling we have more prizes.
Yes, and next starts this secret square game, which includes these new additions: the caloric self-cleaning gas range. Even upper oven panels can be cleaned automatically by putting them in the lower oven. Clean, modern design, save hours of work with your caloric gas range. And Taster's Choice, the freeze-dried coffee that looks, smells, tastes like fresh ground coffee. Taster's Choice. And a Roadway Inn's vacation anywhere in the country worth $1,000. Plus, Mary Kay Cosmetics for your skin care, a fascinating assortment of creams, lotions, eye makeup, toiletries, and perfume. His and Her Cosmetics for Mary Kay. And a wardrobe of men's clothes worth more than $750.
Very good. Let us show the home audience in this secret square game. Incidentally, they can go right back to Sandy Duncan. You never know. They're tricky around here. But, Steve, you'll start this round.
Very good. Wally Cox.
When a fish is having sex problems, is it true that it'll get in a bad mood and won't even eat?
Well, place yourself in the fish's position.
I don't swim.
Well, then
Do you
you're
sex?
not qualified to answer this question, are you?
No, you have to answer the question.
Oh, yes.
Yes. But when a fish is having sex problems, is it true that it'll get in a bad mood and won't even eat?
Yeah, and they growl a lot, too.
I don't agree with the growling, but I agree otherwise.
Well, that's good, because it's true. It's true, yes. For the next. And, Carol, your turn.
Call in.
In ancient times, it was illegal to park your chariot in certain places in the biblical city of Nineveh. What was the penalty if you did so?
They let all the air out of your horse.
What was the penalty for illegal parking in the biblical city of Nineveh in ancient times?
I would say the dungeon, probably.
The dungeon.
I disagree.
No death. With a circle. Steve?
Rosemary.
Rosemary. Spiders do good things, Ro.
Yeah.
But what is the most important thing they do for you?
Well, for me, they help keep people off my tuffet.
What is the most important thing spiders do?
You don't know
for
where
us?
my tuffet is.
I
you
know.
see.
Believe me, I wasn't going to ask.
Okay, all right. What do they do that's beneficial, right?
Right, the most beneficial, the most important thing that a spider will do.
Spiders, they eat all the other bad bugs around.
I agree.
Yes, they kill bad insects. Hey, good for spiders. And we have an next. Carol?
Buddy Hackett to block.
True or false?
But wait a minute. The praying mantis kills a lot more than spiders. Leave us not forget him.
Believe me, if any praying mantises are watching, beg forgiveness. True or false? In Egypt, a man can divorce his wife without
Are
her...
you crazy? You're asking me a question about Egypt?
Yes.
Was this Meshuggah your was?
But it's a true or false. In Egypt, a man can divorce his wife without her knowing anything about it. Is that true or false?
That's right. He just goes to Israel. I agree.
He said it's true.
I disagree.
It is true. Under Muslim law, a man can get a divorce all by himself. Let me explain something to Steve. We know that Buddy Hackett is not the secret square. It is worth over $5,000. It's up there somewhere. It's either Shirley, Tony, Sandy, Charlie, or Gene. Your decision.
Buddy Hackett.
For $250, going for the car. Tie game. Who has a more difficult time dieting? The person who became obese as a child or the person who got fat as an adult?
Well, the person who became obese as a child has more trouble dieting because he has established a pattern of eating from childhood on. The person who became obese as an adult started eating or drinking bad things late in life and can go back and stop that.
I agree.
It's child, the person who has been overweight since his childhood. We
I
have a
just
tie
took
game.
a guess.
Charlie? Sure. Oh, Gene Stapleton was the secret square. Nobody chose the secret square, so the two of you are vying right now for an automobile, and you both have $250 in cash, which is very important because the winner with the most cash wins this special prize. Kenneth?
It's a brand new Vega sedan, the little car by Chevrolet that does everything well. A success last year, now with improvement. Chevy's Vega.
And if the show should end in the middle of a game, we will award our players $50 for each square they have on the board, which is very important because it will count for their cash total and the big bonus prize. Now, you understand, we'll play the game until time is up, and if one contestant has selected a star when the buzzer rings, then he or she will be able to complete his or her turn and determine the winner of the car. We'll start the third round with Carol.
Charlie Weaver, please.
David Frost recently stated, "It is one of the most enjoyable four-letter words in my life." What is it?
Well, I'm not saying, but it happens to be one of my favorites, too. I use it quite loosely.
What is it?
Love.
Love.
I agree.
Work. Not love.
Love is work for me.
With that, we will pause. Mr. Lynde, is a jealous wife likely to be a better or a worse lover than a wife who is not jealous?
I found him to be much better.
A jealous wife, is she likely to be better or a worse lover than a wife who is not jealous?
I would say the jealous wife makes a better lover.
I agree.
Yes, according to psychological studies. Hey, these studies, I don't know. Carol?
Buddy Hackett.
According to McCall's magazine, the newest style trend is for men to have theirs pruned. Have what pruned?
The newest thing for men to have pruned is the orchard in back of their car. The newest thing is their hair. Instead of having it cut like you used to, you have it pruned, which is shaped and thinned.
Carol?
I disagree.
She is right. It's not, he said hair, we needed more specific things. It's only sideburns. We can't accept hair, so her disagreeing, we'll put a circle there.
Oh, do you have sideburns made out of wood, perhaps?
Let me clarify this. Do we put a circle or an X there? A circle, all right. See?
Rosemary.
According to the Woman magazine, does past sexual experience indicate whether you will be a good wife?
Look who he's asking.
Probably found those reports.
Do past sexual experiences
indicate whether you will be a good wife, yes or no?
I don't even know how to answer that.
Well, take a shot.
The past
Take a couple shots, then you'll really
Yeah,
be
I'd
good.
like to. What do you think I've been sitting up here so long for? Yes, I think so. I think they might find out what's wrong and what's right. Yeah, I think that would help a woman become a better wife.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
It's no. It has nothing to do with it.
Shows you what I know.
We put a circle there, Carol.
Wally Cox.
For $500. We know there are people with flat feet, but are there any flat-footed flies?
You mean that can't get into the army?
Well, just a plain old flat-footed fly.
Yes. Flat-footed flies.
Carol?
I'll agree.
They are rare. Most flies have rounded feet, but there are some that are flat-footed flies, and we have a circle and $500. $500 for Carol, and catch-up time for Steve, and we'll start this round, sir.
Charlie Weaver.
What famous American had a group of intimates known as the Brain Trust?
That was FDR.
I agree.
That's right, with an X. Carol, your turn, dear. The United Nations has approved a plan in which you will be reimbursed for any damage to your health or your property caused by something falling on you. What?
The Secretary General. That pays you $8.
And all you can eat, yeah?
Falling on you.
Yeah.
Insurance for something.
Well, the United Nations has approved a plan in which you will be reimbursed for any damage to your health or your property caused by something falling on you. What?
Something falling on you. I will, let's see, falling on you. Meaning that they're home, not inside the UN.
All I can tell you is what I have here.
Something falling on you.
I tell you what, obviously Paul is stuck for a bluff or a real answer, so we offer the question to our player. If you would like it, it is yours.
No, thank you.
A very tough question, Paul. Objects which have been launched into space.
That's what Buddy
That's what
said.
Buddy. Well, Buddy,
Yeah.
he's got that brain. What
Not
kind of
any
question?
object, communication satellites only that are good for the benefit of everybody.
Oh, excuse me, Buddy.
Yeah.
See how much I know? Paul, back to your question.
Give him my sex question next time.
Out of every 10 people, Paul, who are audited by the Internal Revenue Service, how many end up paying more taxes?
Out of what?
Out of every 10 people who are audited, how many end up paying more taxes?
11. Oh, gee, I'll, paying more. I would say, 7.
7.
I disagree.
7.
Ooh,
With an X.
Wow.
Steve?
Buddy Hackett.
Buddy Hackett, all righty. This is for $500 in a tie game. According to George Bernard Shaw, who is youth wasted on?
On the young.
I agree.
That's it. We have a tie game.
Good.
We'll now clear the board. Heading for that car. And Carol, you'll start the round.
Charlie Weaver.
Yeah.
According to experts, just as people in the Midwest prepare for cold winters and people in Florida prepare for hurricanes, people in California should prepare for something. What?
The people from Florida and the people from the Midwest. They should prepare for earthquakes.
I agree.
Yes, unfortunately. With the circle, we'll have a word here, and then we'll return. We have a tie game going here, and Steve, you have a turn, and I want to see who you will go to.
Wally Cox.
Oh, Mr. Cox. When ducks molt, they lose their ability to do something for a while, but it comes back. What is it?
Molt.
They lose their ability to do something when they molt, ducks.
Oh, yes. No fair swimming when you molt.
Swimming.
That's the rule.
No, I disagree.
It's flying, Wally. When they molt, they lose their feathers. We have an X in a circle, and Carol, your turn. Go right ahead.
Buddy Hackett, please.
You are making a salad. Which should you add first, the oil or the vinegar?
Well, if you add the vinegar first, the oil will roll right off of it. So no, it's the other way around. Yeah, you got to if you put the vinegar first, then the oil will stay on top of the vinegar. But if you put the oil first, the vinegar will roll right off.
So what do you put in first?
The vinegar.
The vinegar.
No, wait. Yeah, you put, no. Yeah, put the vinegar first and then the oil.
Vinegar first.
Look, why don't you use mayonnaise?
You disagree? Well, buddy, it's the oil. Then the vinegar and other condiments are added, and the greens will absorb them more effectively. With a circle, and Steve, your turn.
Paul Lynde.
What is Elizabeth Taylor's middle name? Is it Rosalie, Rosamund, or Rosalinda? Rosalie, Rosamund, or Rosalinda? Elizabeth Taylor's middle name.
I'm trying to think English because she's English.
Rosalie, Rosamund, or Rosalinda?
I'll say Rosamund.
I'll agree.
That's right. We have the block. Carol, your turn.
Randall.
Within 10 on the average, out of every 100 people you look at, how many are left-handed?
Within 10, how many out of 100 are left-handed?
Right.
5.
5.
I agree.
4. We can accept it. Very good. With a circle. Steve, go right ahead.
Shirley Jones.
Shirley Jones. In 1958, Shirley Gavinci, the designer, reintroduced something to women that they used to wear only by necessity. Now, most women have them. What?
What year was this?
1958.
1958.
Gavinci, yes. He reintroduced something to women that they used to wear only by necessity. Now, most women have them.
Only by necessity. Reintroduced. Yes. That must have been the shoulder bag.
The shoulder bag.
Wow. I agree.
No, wigs. They've only been in fashion items since 1958. Carol, your turn.
Shirley Jones.
4, $750. According to experts, who would generally lose their hair first, a blonde, a brunette, or a redhead?
The blonde.
I disagree.
A redhead. Circle gets the square, $750. That means every square on the board will be worth $50. Let's clear the board and move right along. Steve, catch-up time for you. Pick a star. Gene Stapleton. Well, he did go to Gene Stapleton, so we can't complete the question. So, Gene, listen carefully, love. According to recent surveys, do more hubbies or wives handle the family finances these days?
I would say more wives.
I disagree.
It is wives. Circle gets the square, and we have $800 for Carol Mueller. I congratulate you. Well, time is up, and you have $500, Steve. You gave up the chance for the $5,000 secret square to go for the car, but we have $500 in cash. Lovely party gifts, per usual, on our Hollywood Squares game. We appreciate you joining us this evening. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
My pleasure.
Thank you very much. Well, Carol, $800. You didn't have a chance for the secret square, but you won the big prize, which is the Chevrolet Vega sedan. So these keys are yours, and I congratulate you. Now you've got the 4 motorcycles and the brand new Vega, right? Dave, time is up for this week.
Well,
Nighttime version of the Hollywood Squares. Gene Stapleton, we almost didn't get to chat with you, but we finally did. Thank you, dear. Come back and see us again real soon.
I will in an hour and a half.
Gene, this is television. You have to fake it. But thank you, my dear. Wally Cox, always a pleasure. Rosemary, Buddy Hackett, Shirley Jones, Paul Lynde, Tony Randall. Nice to see you again, my friend. Sandy Duncan, the lovely Sandy Duncan. And we have old Big Chuck and Peter Marshall wishing you a lovely evening. Try to join us here next week at the same time. Bye-bye.
Big Chuck.
I usually draw the big heads and the little bodies, but one of them already had a big head and a little body.
May I ask you a question?
Yeah, who won the 1998 Daytona 500? I said Bobby Labonte.
Wrong. Came in second. And they threw that pizza dough in your face? Took all your money?
Yeah, but they sat for a portrait.
That's the whammy, all right. You're good. Hey, how about drawing the two of us in a speedboat? Kind of a Crockett and Tubbs Miami Vice thing.
I don't know how to draw a speedboat.
That's just like a banana, but hollowed out.
Watch out, it's back. Whammy, the all-new Press Your Luck weeknights at 10 p.m. only on Game Show Network.
Turn to the left.